Well, a new leader has taken the helm at a Jacksonville art institution more than 6 decades after its founding. Here to tell us what she's got planned is Kim Noble. She's the new executive director and CEO of the Cummer Museum of Art and Gardens. Kim, good morning.
Good morning.
So you became official on September 2nd, so it's been a little bit. The Board of Trustees sent out their news release. So you've been official for about a month, but you've actually been doing this job for several months. You've been working on an interim basis since May, and you took over after Andrea Brownlee retired,
Correct.
the former
Yes.
CEO of the Cummer. So tell me a little bit about settling into this job, how it's been, what has surprised you, if anything, about the work that you are now doing?
It has been truly an honor to step into this role. I'm very grateful to be here as the CEO of the museum, which has had such a long history of being a cultural a cultural landmark for the city of Jacksonville. I have known and loved the Cummer my entire life as a Jacksonville native, and grew up going to the Cummer, had my bridal portraits taken there, and I obviously served as a CFO, most recently the institution's first CFO. So it's been fabulous to step into the role and to have wonderful conversations with donors. My background as the CFO and as a business individual has really given me a leg up in terms of being able to talk to donors.
Mm.
And what has surprised me has been the community reaction. People have loved the Cummer for so long, and I've been really encouraged by the conversations that I've had with donors in the community. The outpouring of support from the community has been just a wonderful reaction to the news.
What can you tell us about, I mean, you say your background, you were CFO, the first CFO at the Cummer, but your background is very much in finance and business.
Yes.
And it seems like a little bit of a new direction for the museum. I think in the past, it's been people drawn more directly from an arts background. So what do you think is going on there? What is your board going for in this hire with you?
I think my background, both as CFO and someone who has a finance and investor relations background, lends itself to having wonderful conversations and tough conversations with donors and corporate sponsors who view donations as investments. I'm able to have tough conversations, sit down with individuals who really want to look under the hood, if you will, and understand the nuts and bolts of the financials. And I've had very encouraging conversations with some of those long-term donors and stakeholders. It lends itself to really having those conversations and explaining to them what they're investing in, if you will, and what their donor dollars are going to go towards. And it has been encouraging, and people have been very positive about having someone with financial acumen at the helm and looking towards the long-term financial sustainability of the organization.
Is it intimidating at all to step into an organization with this, incredible history, this incredible collection, and not have that art background? Or do you feel like you're kind of learning as you go?
A bit has been learning as I go, but it also gives me the opportunity to let my very strong leadership team shine. We're a great team, and Holly Karras, our Jay Wayne and Dolores Barr-Weaver chief curator, is extremely talented. She is the talent behind our compelling exhibitions, and I have been very fortunate to have a very strong leadership team to rely on. And so, to me, it enables us to all have the opportunity to step up and work as a team.
You mentioned, growing up in Jacksonville. Do you have an early memory of going there as a young person or a child?
I do. I have a memory of being in the gardens and thinking that they were just really the most enchanting space that I had experienced at the time. My mother was a gardener growing up, so I had a love of flowers and landscape. And I can remember being in the gardens probably on a field trip whenever I was young, and just seeing them and thinking, wow, this is just a fantastic space.
And you also were there for your wedding photos?
Yes.
With the tree, I guess, in the background?
Yes, with many different locations.
Yeah, it is a lovely space.
It is.
What will you use personally to benchmark success for yourself in this role? And is that the same metric that your board will use?
For me, success will be making sure that the Cummer is represented at the table in Jacksonville as this wonderful city continues to grow. Being a Jacksonville native, I have observed the city of Jacksonville growing over the last few decades, and I want to make sure that the Cummer grows along with the city of Jacksonville. So for me, what excites me is forging new community partnerships, making sure that the Cummer continues to grow along with the city of Jacksonville, and I believe the board is very excited about that as well. Nina and Arthur Cummer did not have a child who survived infancy, so the museum was Nina Cummer's passion. The gardens and the art collection that she originally bequeathed to become the museum was her passion. And it's very exciting to me to make sure that we are there for the long haul and that we continue to steward her gift to the city of Jacksonville for the long term.
And she also carried a lot of civic activism.
She
She played a
did.
big role in sort of beautification, scenic beauty in this area. Does the museum still have a role in that area, or is it really kind of constrained to the grounds of the museum?
She did a lot for what we would call today quality of life. And in addition to being a museum with gardens on the National Register of Historic Places, we also have programs that benefit women who are low vision or no vision. We have one of the largest festivals in the United States for children of differing abilities every year, and it's something that we look forward to on an annual basis. Our staff, the volunteers look forward to it. It's called Arts for All every May. And we have programs for people who are living with dementia and their caregivers. So we also have things that go beyond the four walls, if you will, of the museum. We also have a program called Cummer in the Community, where our education department, learning and education department, goes out and works with children in the community to make sure that they are also receiving arts education. So we are still fulfilling her vision of a place of culture and beauty for all outside of the walls of
And
the
you
four
also
walls of the
you
museum.
also have a free opportunity for people to attend the museum at no
Yes.
cost.
Yes, we do. We are free the first Saturday of every month. We are free the third Tuesday of every month. And we also just completed our seventh annual Summer at the Cummer Festival.
Mhm.
We were very excited about that because we had a 59% increase over the prior year. We had actually lines for two of the four Fridays down the block, down Riverside Avenue.
Wow.
We welcomed over 5,000 guests, and I have to give a quick thanks to City, who sponsored this year's festival. So we do have several different opportunities for free admission, and you can see more on our website.
Do you think people will see a change under your leadership? Do you want them to feel any different when they walk into the museum?
Absolutely, and I think they already have. I've received that feedback from both our trustees, our donors, and some of our guests. Yes, I think there's a new energy in terms of the museum. I think our staff feel it. I think that our stakeholders are feeling it. And we are very excited to be implementing our strategic plan, moving forward with our financial plan that we recently completed. And again, just having a seat at the proverbial table in the city of Jacksonville so that we can ensure that we grow over the next few years with this wonderful city.
Where does the Cummer fit into the overall cultural landscape, given all of the kind of other options, other things that the city offers, including other museums?
Mhm. We have a long legacy of being a landmark institution and the preeminent cultural institution in the city of Jacksonville. And our goal is to solidify that. We have a long history of very strong financial stewardship. We have a very strong endowment, thanks in many part to our strong donorship. And I want to give a quick thanks to the Cultural Council of Greater Jacksonville for supporting us as well. And we fit in as the preeminent and the cultural institution of the city of Jacksonville in terms of a landmark cultural institution.
A big milestone is coming up for the museum. Is that right? It's going to be the is
Yes.
it 65th anniversary?
65th
Okay.
and November of 2026. And we are also celebrating Nina Cummer's 150th birthday later this month. October 16th would have been her 150th birthday. We will have a free admission on that day as well and programming. So we would like to invite the community to come and attend that. We have tours that focus on her original 60 works of art that she gave to start the museum. And so we're very excited to celebrate sort of bookends with her 150th birthday and then our 65th anniversary in November of 2026.
Anything special planned for the next November?
Yes, absolutely. We will have a large celebration, and we're going to be celebrating throughout the year. So more to come on that. But yes, we are having a large gala in November of 2026 to celebrate.
Donors are a big part of the financial sustainability of the museum. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yes. We are very, very fortunate to have so many long-term donors, and I want to say how thankful we are to those. We have a strong endowment, in part thanks to so many of our long-term, very loyal donors. Our endowment supports about a third of our operating budget, and then a third is driven by what's called other earned income, which is admissions, facility rentals, things like that. And then the other third is driven by contributions from current donors. So we are very grateful to the city of Jacksonville and our donorship base.
Well, Kim Noble, it's very exciting to have you at the helm there. I look forward to your leadership, and thanks a lot for coming over to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.